Hello, everybody, and welcome to our 4-minute Art Attack. This is number 8 in the Art Attack series, and today we are looking at the return of the prodigal son, the return of the prodigal son, that wonderful story that Jesus told us in the Gospels. So I'm not going to concentrate particularly on one piece of art, certainly not to begin with, but I'm going to look at the whole concept of the prodigal son. And the reason I'm doing that this weekend is because on a secular standing, of course, this Sunday is Father's Day. So here we have perhaps one of the most iconic pictures of the return of the prodigal son. This is Rembrandt's picture. Here we have sumptuous clothing. We have obviously the boy in rags. He's being embraced by a very paternal father, a lord of all he surveys, and he's very unaffectionately, I think, holding the child. There is a kind of pity in his eyes, but there's not really a very much or a great feeling of passion around. The whole concept of the prodigal son has been reproduced, obviously, over the years by many famous artists in all sorts of forms. We've got a Greek icon down the corner of the picture here. We've got modern pictures. We've got cartoon depictions. It's a fantastic story of this boy who was lost, who asked his father for his inheritance, who went off and gambled it and wasted it, and then decided when he was at the very lowest of the low that he would come back to his father and seek his place in his household, not as his son and as his heir, but as a servant. And of course, and on his return, the son welcomed him back. The son that he had lost was made to feel very welcome. The real piece of art I want to share with you now is this piece, which is the return of the prodigal son. And it's a piece commissioned, and it's created in bronze by Charlie Mackasy. Now, I'm going to share with you some workings of the Holy Spirit through this art attack. I was looking for an unusual image of the prodigal son. And as I was going through the internet, I came across this. And it really struck me because the bust has the arms of the father clutching, saving his son. And the son is at the very lowest he could be. He's just hanging on to his father. He can't hold him. He's no energy. We don't know what he's suffering, whether it's shame, whether it's exhaustion, whether it's illness, but the father is clutching him, he's holding him. And you see this close-up picture of the image, and there is real, absolute and utter commitment of love in this beautiful bronze. And the reason I want to talk to you about, very briefly, about the work of the Holy Spirit is that Charlie Mackasy was a name unknown to me until about 2 hours ago, when I was watching the Alpha video that we are engaged with, which will be talked about in the Alpha group on Wednesday night of this week. I'm recording this on Tuesday morning. And the very first person we see on the Alpha video is a chap, an artist called Charlie Mackasy. And he talks about the fact that he wasn't a Christian and that he came to Christ through Alpha. And then in the space of an hour and a half, I alight upon this image created by the very same artist. Now that for me is a true working out of the Holy Spirit. Charlie Mackasy is very well known. He became very famous last year. I mean, he's very well known anyway, for publishing a wonderful book, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. But I just want to leave this wonderful image with you about the prodigal son and the father who upholds him and welcomes him. You just offer this image to God and give thanks that he is the Father who, regardless of our state, loves us, upholds us, and comforts us each and every day. God bless you all. Thank you.